All right, welcome everybody to another Laser Distractions. If somebody can give me a quick sound check, I would appreciate it. I'm trying out another new microphone setup. Mr. Allen was kind enough to send me a Bluetooth mic, so I've got it clipped on right here. Hope it's working well. It did through the test, so but we'll see how it goes. Okay, Ryan's in the house. That sounds good to him. Okay, everybody can hear me. Okay, excellent, excellent. I hope you know how these things are. These little they come with instructions, about this big paper, and they don't really give you a lot of detail on how to charge them up and stuff. And I hope I got it charged up. I think I do. And I got the little thing that receives the signal plugged in right there. So I think it's all good. We'll hope for the best. But if not, let me know and I can always swap it out real quick. Got a couple of cool things going on today. I got my light burn camera in. I guess it came last Thursday, and I had ordered it, and then I got on the 3D printer and got on Thingiverse and got the mount thing and 3D printed one. Actually printed two of them, two different colors. And then when the light burn camera showed up, it didn't fit. And then I found out later that the light burn, if you go to the light burn website, they give you the STL files. I mean, you can pay $30 and get it printed from them, or they'll give you the STL files and you can print them yourself. So I got the right files, got a thing printed, and just got out here today playing around with it. I think I still maybe have a little bit of tweaking to do, but yeah, I have. I'm not fluent in Chinglish, but I think it's working so far. I hope so. If it works, then it's going to be great because it's really light. It clips to my shirt here, so should work out pretty good. Anyway, I thought I have the other camera, this one set up. That's the Faux Pro. So I thought I would use the Faux Pro to give you a shot of how I've got this light burn camera in there, because I know maybe Jerry or somebody's probably going to end up getting one of those. They're going to be pretty cool, I think. Like I said, I think I may still have a little bit more dialing in to do. And part of that, I think, might have been my fault, because there's a little rubber lens cover, and I think when I was wiggling that to get it off, I knocked it all out of focus, and I didn't realize that thing, you can turn it and focus, because when I first put it on there, I'm like, man, this thing's not so great because it's so fuzzy. But I finally got to turning it the right way and got it dialed in a little bit. But anyway, I will let's see, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this YouTube thing. I don't think I need that hogging up these sources. I'll bring the light burn up here and show you that. This is my light burning right here, right over here where my mouse is wiggling. That's a view of the you can see that's the little test program thing. Let me see if I can break this out, get it a little bigger. But that's the little calibration pattern that they have you do. And I've got it pretty close, but I think I might can get it a little bit better. But let's see if I can get that fall back in there the way I like it. Okay. But anyway, let me switch to this Faux Pro here, and I'll try not to make y'all too dizzy, but I'll show you how I got the Lightburn camera set up. Okay, they tell you that you want to try to get it. Let's see if you can see my hand, where it's, I forget how many inches from here to up here, and where it works out pretty good. I'm just going to squat down here. You can see right here where this metal, it's not really tubing, but where they've got form channel right there. So I've got it right there, and then of course I can just loosen those little knobs on either side and get it tilted, but I think I've got it pretty centered. And then you need to figure out how you're going to run your wire before you plug this in, because on the other end you got the USB-A, so you need this little plug right here to where you can fit through that little hole on the side of your machine. Assuming you have a hole there. But you can see I just run the wire across, use these little sticky wire tie things, and then come down. Have a few of them having it going around behind this little thing here. Then have one final one down there on the corner, and then it loops under, and there's another one on this inside here just to keep it up out of the way, because I didn't want the gantry catching it right there. I don't think it would drop down too much, but I wanted to make sure. I don't know if I could put that camera. Yeah, I don't know. You can't really see it under there. But anyway, it goes down and comes around, and then I've got it going through where the little slit is for the pass-through on the sides, because I don't figure I'll probably be using that anyway. But I just have the cable hanging out, and after going all around like this, and then running it through that slit, there's not a whole lot of cable left, so I have an extension that I took off of the webcam, the one that always wants to freak out on me, and have it connected to the back there. So, but that's how that works. The other thing I had an issue with, and I figured there would be a way to do it, but when I first mounted the camera, I was seeing everything about 180 degrees. But I wanted the camera with that plug on this side so that I could run it. And I thought, well, surely there's a way. I thought it would be in Lightburn to tell the camera to flip 180, because if you look here, where you can see where the nozzle is in the back, see, that's how it should look, because when I'm standing right here, that's the front of the machine, so this is the back, and that's the way you want it to look. Well, it was looking just the opposite. The nozzle was down here, so everything was flipped 180. And if there's a way to do it in Lightburn, I never did figure it out, but I ended up going to Windows settings and telling it to rotate 180 that way. So I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it or whatever, but anyway, once I did that, then I had it going the right direction, and then I was still a little disappointed because it was so fuzzy, but I finally thought, well, let me go ahead and try wiggling this lens a little bit, and sure enough, when I started moving it, I could tell it was starting to focus in. So it's not too bad now. So anyway, tonight I have some, I told y'all last week, I've got some some of that scratch paper stuff, and I also have some black slate. So if if you guys want to take a quick poll and put in the comments which one you'd like to see me do. It doesn't matter to me. I haven't opened up either one. The scratch paper stuff is still in the package, and then the box of the slate coaster things are still in there too. So I have not tried fooling around with any of them. So if y'all have a preference of which one you want to see, put that in the chat, and I will attempt to do something. I don't know. I've been out here, believe it or not, I've been out here running my CNC router today. So I haven't had a lot of time. I came out here real quick and played around with that camera, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to leave it the way it is for now. And I'll check into it a little bit more tomorrow. But I think it's going to work pretty good. I played around with laying a couple of things. I had like some scrap pieces, and I would just throw them on the bed any old place, and then use that camera to put it on there. And I think I still need to dial it in just a little bit, but I think it's going to be really nice for using some of those scraps, because then you can just throw them on there and find where you got a spot to cut. Okay, looks like the scratch paper's winning out. Okay, that's what we'll go with then. I've got it. Got it right here. So we'll get it opened up. I have no idea what kind of settings. I know it don't take much to do this, so I'm assuming probably, I don't know, maybe 250 millimeters a second with 15% power or something. I don't know. This is the stuff. It's it almost looks like 1200 grit sandpaper or something. It's really really smooth. But let's I'll give you something better to look at, I guess. I will get this little get this out of here. Y'all let me know about this sound now, because I'm clear on the other side of the shop. So I'm curious to see how this this new microphone thing does. And I don't have a clue if I need to set this on something. Does anybody know? Do I need to set it on a board, or I guess I think I'm just going to try setting it right on the. Let's see if I can get this scooted down here. And let me measure this. So this is 8 by 11 and a half. So we will come up here. And let's see, 8 by 11 and a half. And like that. All right, let's see if I can find some kind of picture to bring in here. Here's a cool picture. Y'all know what this is from? We'll see if we got any. Oh, that just about fit in there just right too. Yeah, this is bonus points for anybody who can figure out who this is and where I got the idea for this picture. Let's see. Well, let's do it like this. see if I can. Okay. I'm probably going to have to. Oops, now I got all of it, don't I? Well, I don't know where my frame went. Yeah, I lost my frame too. Ryan says Welch. No, that's not Raquel Welch. And I just heard or saw on Facebook that she passed away today, 82 years old. So it's I didn't have any idea she was that old, but I guess we're all getting old. Okay, let's see if I can do this again, not screw it up. Okay, let's put this here. Okay. All right, I'm going to set the origin right there. And then we'll frame this. Oh, it's because I don't have anything. Okay, so let me get this. Let me get this in here. Okay, I guess I could just go ahead and make it. Well, I don't want to do that. Okay, we're going to do it like that. All right, let's see. Does anybody know who this 3-hour tour? No, it's not Ginger. Jerry says it's Dave's great Aunt Wilma. Yeah, I wish. That is, I guess y'all didn't see when I imported a file, the name of the file. That's Rita Hayworth. And this picture is from, if y'all have seen the movie, which is, I don't have many favorite movies, but this one is one of them. But it's Shawshank Redemption. And when Andy Dufresne was in prison, digging his hole in the wall to escape, he had one of the posters he had over that hole. Actually, Raquel Welch was one of the last ones. But earlier in the movie, he had a Rita Hayworth picture, and this is the picture that he had on the wall to cover up the hole that he was digging in the side of it. All right, I don't have any idea what to do here, so I'm going to go 250, 15, 15. And we're going to, and I think this needs to be a negative image, I believe, too. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's, is that right? Does it need to be negative? Let's see. I think so. Okay, now somebody help me out here. Do I need to put that in a reverse image? I think I do, don't I? Because it's black or not? Yeah, what the heck? We'll try it. Let's see what it says for time-wise. Oh, 51 minutes. We don't want to wait that long. I think that would be right though. All right, let's come down here to okay, we're gonna give this a shot. Yep, Jerry says try and learn. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I don't know, this is probably too big a picture. Maybe I should shrink it down. Let me do that. Shrink it down since we're just playing around because we don't want this to take. Okay, there's 18 minutes. That's more like it. So we're gonna try that. Now let me see if I can get the focus set correctly. All right. So all right, there we go. Let's see what happens. Hopefully there's no whoops. I see the camera just switched, so I must have yeah, it must have come undone when I dropped this. Let's see if I can get that back so y'all won't have to look at me while this is. Yeah, I think we can get it back. Okay. So we got our focus set. We're to see what happens with this. I've got fire extinguisher right here. So I have no idea what this stuff's going to do. Yeah. If you've seen that movie, he starts out with, that might be the first one, but he goes through the years, because he's in there like 20, 30 years. So I think the last one, when he finally escapes, the warden throws that rock at the Raquel Welch poster, and that's how they determined that there was a hole behind that poster. So good movie. I like that movie. All right, let's hit this and see what the heck's going to happen with this. I'm already thinking, since it's trying to do that white, I'm already thinking I should change the image back to where it's not inverted, because it doesn't look like it's doing diddly squat right there. Yeah, I think, oh, I know what it is. Dave, you idiot. I'm sitting here wondering why it's not doing nothing, and I don't even have the laser fired up. That would make a big difference. Sometimes I forget because I have that chiller running and it's so loud that I think I've got everything on, and it's the chiller I hear instead of the exhaust fan. And of course the laser really doesn't make that much noise. So, all right, let's try that again. There we go. Sean says, I was thinking someone else until you said the movie. That was a good movie, yeah. There's not many movies I like, but that, all right, well, all I'm doing right now is cutting a hole through there. So I'm just blowing through that paper. So that obviously not going to work. Let's try. We'll try that again real quick. See. I have to let it run now to get past that part. Jim's asking about the paper moving up and down. Yeah, I may have to try to stick a magnet on the side of the corner. Rob says too much power. Yeah. Let me get up to this other, get past that hole and see if it's still. All right, let me try to stop it again here. We'll reduce the power some. I'm going to move this up a little bit too so I don't have to sit and wait for that hole. All right, let's try this. That might be doing it. Brian says that was a demo on how to cut a square very slowly. Yeah. It looks like it's not going through now. But I don't know if it's doing the correct thing or not. We'll let it run a minute and see. See, I probably should have researched this ahead of time, but I didn't. I didn't have time because I was running the CNC trying to get something finished on that. And I just had got done before time to go live here. I'm still wondering now because it's looking dark and that frame of that picture was white. So I'm wondering if I'm still, if I inverted that picture and I should have left it the way it was. We'll find out, I guess. Tim says, can you adjust the power on the fly? I don't think you can. You might be able to, but see, I'm running it from Lightburn, and when I click start, it sends the program to a temp file in the machine. So if I come back and try changing it in Lightburn, which I've done before, it doesn't really change anything. It stays the same at the machine. All right, I think this might be, we'll see. It's starting to look like something now that it's got up to the lighter parts. Jeff says, is it me or did the camera freeze? I think there's a little bit of lag in that Faux Pro anyway. Okay, Tim said yes, it did for a little bit. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and let it run a little bit more, but I think what I'm seeing is I think I need to change it and not have a negative image like I do. Let me bring this back up here. So if you look right, oops, you look right here, I'm starting to see her hand, and all of that is looking dark. So I think I may have to come back and uncheck them, because I think it's going to look pretty good. It's just going to look like a negative image, I think, unless I'm not looking at the right stuff. So Jerry, I think didn't I see you say something about you probably get a camera? I think, like I said, I wasn't even thinking about a camera until after the wood show the other weekend, a couple of weeks ago or whenever it was. I was over at Melinda's shop watching her play with that Thunder Laser, and of course she's got the camera, and just watching her use it, I thought, yeah, that probably would be kind of handy. And they're not, you know, they're not super expensive, at least not for the Thunder. For the Thunder Nova, I think it's about $400, but the one I got bought from Lightburn was I think $110. And then, like I said, I got the files for the mount and just printed those myself. So, but you can buy those straight from Lightburn too if you want. They're like $30 if you either don't have a 3D printer or don't have anybody around you to print one. I am still just not sure about this thing, but we'll all find out together, I guess. Sean says you can adjust the power on the fly on some machines, and I would guess on Dave's you can from the control. Yeah, I think you can from the machine control panel. Because it's showing, you know, it's showing the max power and all that stuff here. But I know, because I have tried to do it in Lightburn. Then when I did it, I thought, well, that was silly, because since you're not sending it back to the machine, it doesn't change anything. I don't know. This thing might be coming out right. Rob says camera is frozen again. Okay, it's not frozen all the way, is it? Because I'm seeing it move where I'm at. So. Well, everybody's saying it's frozen. Let me come up here and check out YouTube. Okay, I'm seeing it moving on YouTube as well. Okay, yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. I don't know what. Why it's freezing up. I'll keep YouTube open up there so I can see if it's gonna. Rob says, what is the advantage of the Lightburn camera? Rob, I can show you in a little bit. Basically, if you have, let's say, a skeleton of material, but you have a lot of stuff. Let me see if I can grab something. Okay, this is kind of a good example. This is, well, you can tell this is when I cut a branch out of this. But you have a lot of, a lot of meat right here. I mean, if if you're running little small things, you can get a lot of stuff out of here. Well, the camera allows you to throw something like this in there, and then you do a capture, and it shows you where it just basically takes a picture of this and puts it on the bed of Lightburn, and then you can take your image or your little part or whatever you're making and drag it around and put them right on these little spots and run them and end up using a lot of this material. So that's basically what it's for. If you've got some odd shaped thing, like say you were doing say you were making something, say I was going to make something out of the state of Georgia. So I had blanks that were shaped like the state of Georgia. Well, it's not where you can really put it and get a good reference off a flat side. But you could set it on there and use the camera to get everything situated, know where it's going to run at. So hopefully that that gives you an idea. Yeah, Sean says those little spots are great for magnets. Yeah, you know, I made I don't know what I did with them. I don't think I have any out here, but I made some stuff. I called them Biden bucks, and it was just like a little coin thing about the size of a $50. If y'all remember what a $50 looks like. And you know, any kind of little round thing, or if you were, you know, into making earrings or something real small like that, that's where a camera would come in really handy. Rob, do you have a laser? You may have told me, and I don't remember, but yeah, I had you know, of course, I had seen people on YouTube use the camera and stuff like that, and I thought, I don't know, it's kind of nice, but I just don't know if I want to mess with one. But then when I was hanging over there with Melinda's, watching her run that Thunder, I thought, yeah, that's I can see how that could come in really handy. You wouldn't use it all the time, but it'd be handy to have when you got something really oddball shape. Oh yeah, I see the camera's frozen on YouTube again. See, I wasn't watching YouTube before. I was just watching StreamYard, and it never stops on StreamYard. I'll hit refresh and see if yeah, the signal must be pretty crummy or something, because it's not running on. Let's see if I can get this to change. If I set it back here. Yeah, it's locked up on. No, there I am. Okay. Let's see if it goes back to the. Nope, still froze up, but it's moving on my end. I don't know. My thing here is showing a really weak signal for this, and I do not know why. I've got plenty of internet going on out here, so I don't know why that camera would be freezing up. And like I said, it's going to town here on StreamYard where I'm watching it. Okay, Rob says, I've got a Chinese red and black 80 watt, but I'm fixing up all the bad stuff on it. Okay, good deal. Okay, now it looks like YouTube caught up again. Now it's going. All right, somebody let me know in the chat here how this mic's holding up. I'm assuming that it's still doing okay. And also let me know if the sound quality is, you know, any better than what this old Yeti used to do, or what. So okay, mic is good, mic's good, mic's good. Okay, awesome. Well, maybe this will be the one then. let's see, this thing said 18 minutes. Yeah, it's got about a minute to go. And then I'm also wondering too, is because it looks so dark, and I'm wondering as it goes across and burns that stuff off, if it's just like a black powder and you got to shake it off to, to clean the picture off. I don't know, but all right. Rob says, Mike is great. No fading as you move. That's awesome. That's what I've been hoping for. That's what I've been hoping for. If it turns out that I need to change this and not invert the picture, I will scale it down and we'll use what's left on the top there. Yeah, and that's kind of what I got. It looks like I got a negative. So it looks okay, but it kind of I don't know. Not sure. Let's take a look over here. No, I guess it's not a negative technically because her face is lighter right here. If you can see that. I don't know. Not real excited about that. Yeah, not real excited about that. But I think I will try just for giggles. Well, I might as well do it this way. I think I will try to come over here and scale this way down. Put one up here somewhere. And then I'm going to try flipping this off. And see if that works better. All right. This one shouldn't take too long. I know we're, see that there looks like that's going to be a negative to me. It's only going to take 3 minutes or so to run. So we'll do that, see what happens. Yeah, that's a little bitty picture. Won't take long to run that. I think Jack is probably in there snoozing. That's probably what he's doing. Rob wants to know, what color do you get when you scratch it? When that picture finishes, I will grab one of these little wooden scratcher things. If I can get them out of here. Okay. We will scratch one and see what we get. Jerry says, I just hit a news power speed test. Lost my BB1. Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about there. Yeah, I think this might look better. I'm not sure. No, that definitely does not do it. It does need to be a negative, I guess, because if you look close, without it being inverted, it makes her face black. So that's obviously not right. I don't know. Going to be a good learning curve on this, but I've got a little skewer or whatever you call these things. We'll see what we get when we just. Okay, I just signed my name and look, it comes out good and white. So that tells me that there wasn't enough power to get down to the white. Because see how the bigger one we ran first, it's inverted the right way, but okay, let me, what time is it? Yes, we got a little bit of time left. Now, let me come up here. I'll make that just a little bit bigger. Okay, and I'm going to go back to it's not there where I want to do it. It's up here. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to go 25 and 0. See if that will work. We'll turn on the negative image. That's going to take about 9 minutes, so I can handle that, I think. All right, let's give that a shot. We will see what happens. Okay, it's obviously cutting through. So that's too much power. Okay, that might be a little better. It looks like there's going to be a very fine line between too much power and too little power. Is what I'm thinking. Because I don't think I have enough power right now. Okay, Ryan says, went to YouTube University, 500 millimeters a second at 10%. Okay. Let's see what happens there. I was only running about half the speed. Move that up a little. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to scoot it over because since I sped it up, it now says it doesn't have enough room to go past. So let's see if that works. Ah. Okay, here we go. Now I see some stuff that looks like it's white. Yeah, this might be the ticket here. 500 and max at 10%. Okay. Thank you for going to school for me, Ryan. I think that's going to be the ticket. Of course, I don't have a big enough since I scooted it up. But I think that's going to look good now. I think so. We will see. Oh, yeah, that's looking a lot better. Rob says, try scratch. Whoops. Try scratching the first laser part. Yeah, I think that's what it did. It just kind of browned it. Hey, I appreciate that, buddy. I always knew you were pretty awesome. Now you just proved it. Yeah, I think you can see just from that lousy faux pro if YouTube's cooperating. Well, I don't know where it went. Where did it? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut YouTube off. It's not even worth having up there. It looks like it hangs up a lot when it's trying to do this camera. Yeah, that is gonna look. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to have room to squeeze it all in since I moved it up, but I think that's the ticket right there. Maybe. I'm still not convinced it's 100%. All right, it says faux pros going to bite the dust. Yeah, it's something about getting the signal. It's not showing a good internet thing here, but when I'm sitting here looking at StreamYard, it's going back and forth. There's just a slight delay. It's like a millisecond behind or so, but it doesn't freeze up at all doing this. Yeah, I think the scratch paper. I think this is going to be some fun stuff to play around with some different things. I don't know. I always seem to pick these old black and white photos and stuff, and they may not be uh, the best for this kind of stuff. Can y'all still see it? Is it froze up? over on the tubes. Yeah, it's just about to run into that part where it's already engraved some. I'll let it run. It's still cleaning it up a little bit. You can see the line, but and just for anybody that wants to know the settings, it's running now. It's 500 millimeters a second with a max power of 10 and a minimum of 0 is what I'm running on this. Yeah. I tell you what, I just cannot win with these live streams from the shop. I don't know what the deal is. If I run an internet test, I've got 500 up, or I mean 500 down and 20 up, which should be plenty to do a live stream. Got a brand new computer and all this stuff, and it's still showing connection is unstable. It always kills me because it says connection is unstable if you're on Wi-Fi. Try plugging your thing in. Well, I am plugged in. I don't run Wi-Fi out here. Yeah, maybe yeah, that's probably right. I guess what I could try doing is get the webcam, the Logitech C920, and mount it to that little magnet thing where the FoPro is. And it might work pretty good because, you know, it's not trying to focus because of the reflection, right? I don't think it would with it at that angle. I don't know. I'll have to try it. Okay, I might as well, yeah, I might as well cut this off because this is getting into that other part. Let's have a look. Okay, well, that is a lot better. But you can see right up when it started getting to her face, it started running into that other part. But that's much better. I think I'm almost thinking because when you look at this, let me bring this up again. When you look at this picture, see there's a white border around here. And see, it's not quite getting that all the way white. So it maybe needs just a tad more power and that same speed. I don't know. But that's going to be some fun to play around with that. Now we'll get ready to get out of here. I know we've been on about an hour and 15 minutes, but I thought I would real quick try to show Rob about the camera. Let's see here. Come back here. Well, I guess we could use that same picture. Get rid of that. And I'm going to throw this little scrap piece right on there, and then I'll come over here to the camera and tell it to update that. Okay. This is what I'm talking about, Rob. You can now get your oddball shaped material, and we can put this on there and run it like that. Now, if I frame this, okay, so you can see that it came over and went across that piece. Now, I'm going to set the focus a little higher, and we will try running old Rita on this piece of drop right here. Okay. Now let me change this. That's going to be a little too fast probably for that. We'll see how that comes out. All right. Okay. So we'll come over here and turn on the stupid FoPro here and hit start. See, if I come back over here to Lightburn, you can see that you can also watch it from the Lightburn camera, but I don't think it's any better as far as lag than the FoPro camera is. In fact, it looks like it's worse. Oh, I just realized this probably isn't going to come out right because I think the image was still inverted. So it's going to be opposite of what it should be. In fact, I'll stop that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll turn this off. But anyway, we don't have to stick around till this finishes. I just thought I would try to show Rob how what the camera is kind of supposed to be used for. And you can tell just by looking right now, or at least I can, that just eyeballing that picture in the center like I did, and then I look at it over here, it's putting it in the center, and it's about, it's got a little bit of a gap right there at the bottom. So that's kind of what a camera's for, is to be able to take odd shaped stuff and be able to use up your scrap. It's great. Yeah, I don't. That's actually a throwaway piece. It's I mean, it's an actual wedge, but I had it labeled wrong. It was the wrong degree, so I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could sell very many of them with a Rita Hayworth picture on there. Most of them guys wouldn't even know who that is, probably. So yeah, you can see it because I just threw that wedge in there any old place, and then used the camera to capture the thing. And if your camera's halfway calibrated right, it so now I want one. All right, yeah, well they're not they're not too bad. Like I said, the more after I saw that one on Melinda's, and I thought, well, Thunder's is a little overpriced at $400, but the one on Lightburn is 110. And of course, Sean, you'd be just like me. You wouldn't need to buy the 3D printed parts. You could print those out yourself, and not hard to install. I did have to run this little, you print this out, and then you go through an alignment thing where you stick this in the middle of the machine. You do a capture, and it gives you a score. And if you want to try to make sure you get your score low enough, and it'll say, "Yep, that's pretty good. Go ahead and click next." You click next, and you move it over here to this corner, that corner, and up, all over the bed of the machine until you get done. And then you run that little, what you saw on that piece of wood I had in there. When I first came on, had the little pattern that you run to test the alignment, and it worked pretty good. I think, like I said, I'd have to check. I might have to do a little more tweaking on it, but for just being able to throw it on there today, before I had some other stuff I had to do, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Well, I guess we will wrap this one up. We've been on here about an hour and almost an hour and a half. And I guess next week we will do either. I've still got 3 of these white tiles, but I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to grab a can of black and paint over, because it's got a layer of white down. And then I'll put a layer of black, and then we'll try doing those. And with those, you invert the image, and hopefully, the lighter parts you want to burn through the black and get to the white, and stuff like that. But usually when you do the black, the white, then the black over that, you can't take acetone and clean them off because it just wipes off what you just carved out. So when you use that method, you want to take some clear and put it on or something. So we can either do that next week, or I've still got this box of I don't even know how many is in here. It's a 12-pack, I guess, of the 4x4. Oh yeah, these are coasters. They even have the little rubber feet already on them. So whichever you want to do next week, we'll do it, or we'll do both if we got time. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here. Let me show you this picture. Okay, well, it's got some grain. Like I said, this was a scrap piece, so it's not perfect. But you can see that I was just eyeballing that. If I show you this, see how I was trying to get it in the center of this wedge? And it looks pretty close to being in the center. That's just from eyeballing it using that camera. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging around with me. Always fun to play out here and shoot laser beams. So, okay, Alan says, how high up did you mount your Lightburn camera? I want to say, well, let's see. Alan, if I put the tape measure on the bed and come up to just where the bottom of the lens is, it's 31 inches. And I don't think it's super critical as far as the height. I think what's more important is, like, let's see if I can do this. If you look at my lid, you know, it's got the 90-degree bend. So if you put the camera right where this highest point is when you've got it open, because that's how you're using it. You're using it with, when you have the lid open, to you know, to get your capture. So everybody I've watched on YouTube, that's where they put it, is right there at the bend, because most of these, at least the Omtechs, usually have some metal bracing there. And so that's just ends up being a good spot to put it. And then when you raise the lid up and, you know, let go of it and you look, that's pretty much over the very center of the bed. So it worked, it's working out well so far. Okay, Alan says that's about what mine is, but having a tassel getting it focused. Well, Alan, I don't know if you were here earlier, but mine was way out of focus when I put it on there. And I think when I had pulled off this little rubber cap that was on the lens, I think I might have twisted it, because I thought the thing wasn't adjustable. I thought it was, you know, it is what it is. And mine was terribly out of focus. But then I thought, well, what the heck, I'm going to try to move it. And I moved it one way. I couldn't see any difference. And then I thought, well, let me move it back the other way. And as I started creeping back the other way, I could see it starting to get clearer and clearer. So it, I mean, if you look, you can see it's showing a pretty good definition. There's that hole that's in that wedge piece. So it's pretty good. Like I said, I might tweak on it a little bit more. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get out of here. We've been on here about an hour and a half now, so we'll hang out a while afterwards if anybody wants to. I'm not gonna stay out here real late, because I've been out here on this old hard ass concrete most of the day today, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Feeling my age today. So, but anyway, if anybody wants to join me, you know the drill. Send me a link, or not a link, but a Facebook Messenger, and I'll send you the link. We'll hang out for a little while if you want to. So, all righty, that's going to do it. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel, and we'll look forward to doing this again next Wednesday. Everybody have a good one.